Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. As-salamuAlaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a basic Tajwid class, alhamdulillah, just to get us rolling on the Tajwid rules. What is Tajwid? Tajwid is a term similar to those who have learned to recite the Quran. The pure meaning of the word is to perfect, to beautify, or improve. In Islam, it is a set of rules to help us readers recite the Quran the same way that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ learned from Angel Jibreel, alhamdulillah.
Nice.
And starting really fast, what is Qalqalah?
You have like PowerPoints over here if you want to come see. Hold on, let me see if they'll still be able to hear you. Give me a second because I can plug it into my monitor.
Sure.
Oh yeah, there it is. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Perfect. Do you want to grab the chair? Slide over. All right.
Good to go?
Qalqalah is a sound, okay.
So Qalqalah is a sound that resonates. I call it bouncing. So it is a technique of producing particular letters, pronouncing particular letters that have a sukoon. And when one stops on these letters, then they get to bounce the letter. So they need the tone to be loud and create to create an echo-like sound. The meaning of qalqalah in Arabic is vibration, while the meaning of it in Tajweed is to disturb the letter that has sukoon. Do you guys know what sukoon is?
No.
Sukoon is whenever you stop on the letter with no vowel. So in the Quran, you have this little C sign on top. See if I can make it bigger. Wee. That little backward C, it's sukoon.
Okay.
So it's not going to have a fatha, kasra, doma. It's just going to be the letter by itself, the consonant. And we have 5 letters of qalqalah. And you already saw them, but I'll show them right here. So we have to memorize, maybe write it down. The letter qaf, the letter ba, the letter dal, the letter jim, and the letter ta.
We'll go back to the slide before this one, just to take some notes real quick before we
Sure. Qalqalah, it creates an echo-like sound, or like I like calling it, to bounce it.
Echo-like sound. So when you say bounce, you mean like vibrate in a way, like make it very specific, emphasize on the letter.
And I'm about to get to the examples. You let me know if you got these 5 written down. Qaf, ba, dal, jim, ta.
Sorry, my pen's giving out. Let me get another pen.
Drew, you gotta join my Arabic classes, bro.
I'm down, man.
You were doing so well that one time.
And one or 2 times.
That many moons ago.
Inshallah, brother.
Inshallah khair. It's because your mind, bro. It's how your mind works. That's why I know.
You doing it on
Zoom? No, I do it in Google Meets, like I'm doing it now, and then I just share the class and give the information, and your responsibility to learn it. But I'll say it's easy. Just gotta put in the work. Vamos a echarle ganas. You ready, T?
Down.
Oh, was that T or Andrew? Sorry, I can't see you guys. Okay, so you guys ready for the examples? Cool. So let's start with Surah Al-Ikhlas. T, can you recite Surah Al-Ikhlas real quick?
Yeah, so I'm going to try to add the qalqalah here.
You can try, or you can recite it the way that you know how to do it. and then we can expand on it.
Okay. قل هو الله أحد الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Nice, nice. And by the way, T, I really like your recitation. You got a great voice, mashallah.
Thank you.
So within the letters of Qalqalah, within the 5 letters, which one do you see at the end of each ayah here?
Dal.
Dal. And dal is a Qalqalah letter. And whenever we stop at the end of an ayah, we're putting sukoon on it no matter what. So right here, we're skipping the dhammatain, we're putting sukoon. Right here, we're skipping the dhamma, we're putting sukoon. Right here, it already has sukoon. And then right here has a dhamma and a meme. We're also putting sukoon because when we stop at the end of the ayah, we don't pronounce the last vowel. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so for example, if you were to pronounce it in that first ayah, it would sound like قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدُ, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, it'll be ahedun in this case because there's 2 dhammas.
Oh, it's 2 dhammas?
Yeah. This is Tanween, and we'll get to that in a bit. What's up?
How is it considered 2? Because I just see 1.
So you see this one, how there's just 1 dhamma, one little, 1 dhamma?
Yeah.
The line on top of it is considered a 2nd dhamma.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this will be ahedun. This will be samadu. This is just sukoon, so you're stopping on D. And this will be ahedum. And you put a meme at the end. Ahedum.
Something that helps memorize this, might help you too, Drew, is that sukoon, in Arabic, it comes from a root word of like living in some place, basically like staying somewhere. Like in Arabic, I would say ana baskun in Houston, which means I live in Houston. So in a way, it makes sense that the word stays, or something is staying, or something is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not trying to confuse you. Sorry if I confuse you. Yeah.
So when we add the haraka, the a, I, u, the D or the dal will turn into da, di, do. And if I follow T's saying, if we leave it alone, we're just going to say d by itself. We're not adding anything to it. So this is just a D at the end. Say that again, bro?
Can you repeat that last part again?
I was saying, just kind of following what you were saying, when we add the vowels to it, the a, I, u, with the D or the dal, you will say da, di, do. But when we put sukoon on it, we're leaving it alone. So it just be d sound.
Right. So sukoon essentially negates the command on top of the final letter.
If you stop on the word, and since we're stopping right here, we're gonna put sukoon on it. We're gonna ignore it. Okay. So when he recited, it sounded very, very nice. He said, "Qul huwallahu ahad, ahad," and you just it goes straight into like a pause, ahad, because the D touches the top of the palate, and you just say ahad. What do we want to do is when we add qalqalah, we're gonna make it bounce. We're gonna make it sound like an echo sound, and I'm gonna exaggerate it so you guys can really hear it. Qul huwallahu ahad. Ahad. You hear how it bounces?
Yes.
Let's try. Allahu samad. No qalqalah. Allahu samad. It goes almost to a mute sound. I'm going to make it bounce now, adding the qalqalah. Allahu samad. Allahu samad. Heard the bouncing?
Yes.
Nice. I'm going to continue right here. I'm going to make... No, first I'm not going to include it, and then I'm going to include it. But this dal right here also bounces, and this one bounces. Without the bounce, lam yalid wa lam yulad. With the bounce, lam yalid wa lam yulad. And then to finish it off, wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad. No bounce. And now I'm a bounce. Wa lam yakun lahu kufuwan ahad.
see.
Mm-hmm.
And you
So,
put the you put
mm,
the noon gray over there because it's yakul. You basically are not gonna recite the noon, right? Because
yeah,
but
that's
that's
one of the rules that I'm about to go over after Qalqalah. How you ignore this noon and you combine this lam into it. Yeah. So let me try it with full on bouncing, and I'm gonna exaggerate it so you guys can hear it. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. You want to try it, T?
sure. قل هو الله أحد
Nice.
الله صمد. That was a little exaggerated.
Yeah, yeah,
لم
but
يلد. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it's better to have it than not have it. So
Yeah, I guess
nice.
it's because I'm trying to kind of exaggerate it right now, just to show you that I've
Mm-hmm.
learned the lesson.
Alhamdulillah.
uh, الله صمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
Nice. That sounded great. And I'll give you like a homework. Whenever you hear a reciter, like maybe you'll go look up Surat al-Ikhlas. Just pay attention on how they make it bounce. They don't do it too exaggerated, but they also don't not include it. You'll just hear that light bouncing, and it sounds awesome because they know how to recite.
Yeah, it's gonna take some work, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like just practicing that
Mm-hmm.
rule will help.
Yeah. And right here on the lam yalid, if you don't include it, there'll be a space in between, and that bouncing kind of fills in that space. So if you go lam yalid wa lam yulad, it's almost like an empty space. When you fill it in, it sounds lam yalid wa lam yulad.
Right.
Yalid yeah. What about Andrew? Do you know how to recite the Surah Al-Ikhlas?
Nah.
Nah, but you're following.
I don't know.
You're following with what we're saying.
Yeah, yeah, I get what you're saying, and I get the symbol, like the
Nice.
what is it called,
The sukoon, and then you add qalqalah, the bouncing sound.
I might have to take your beginner class.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah, this is after you know how to read. You start adding these rules.
Yeah, but I get the idea.
Alhamdulillah. Let's try. T, can you do Kauthar?
So I'll go for it. Yeah. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر الكوثر الكوثر.
When we stop on the ayah, we put a sukoon at the end. So it's just Kauthar.
Kauthar. Yeah, I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to do the wait, that's not one of the letters. Why am I trying to do it? Okay, I just
Naam.
looked up. That's not one of the
Mm.
letters. Why am I trying to do it?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانحر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Nice. So right here we have a ba with sukoon. The ba with sukoon is one of the letters.
أبتر أبتر
Exactly. Right there, you
أبتر.
did it perfectly. So
Sure.
instead
Instead
of
of
abtar, which will
it's
create a space in
أبتر.
between, it's abatar, abba to make it bounce. So that sounded great. I don't even think I have to go over the example.
Very straightforward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the B sounded good. In Surat al-Masad, we also have jumping, well, what I would call the B's jumping. See at the end of the first ayah, try it. Actually, all of them end with qalqalah.
So with the qalqala and the shadda, how what do you have to say about that?
So what we're gonna do here is since there's two bas, you're just gonna exaggerate. So we were exaggerating to practice. Now you want to exaggerate. That
Watab.
bet, yeah. What? Well, I can't start from the word, so I have to start from the beginning. Tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab. Like a real nice B at the end.
Because of the shadda.
Yeah, because there's a double B.
It's a little W looking thing. So
Hmm.
whenever you see that on top of the letter, you need to emphasize on that letter.
Try the second ayah.
ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب.
Nice. We don't want to do a fatha like kasaba, but kasab,
Yeah, no,
kasab. Just make it jump a little bit.
I'm in the beginner
Okay.
level of it, so it's like I'm
Alhamdulillah.
exaggerating on purpose, but it's coming out,
Alhamdulillah.
almost. Yeah, I'm just trying to show you that, like, I
Good.
got
Alhamdulillah. Try the next one.
you. Okay. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب
Yep.
لهب. Oh no, no, we're doing sukun. We're doing sukun.
Sukun, bounce.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me try that again. سيصلى نارا ذات لهب لهب لهب. Trying not to say like two
سيصلى نارا ذات لهب.
لهب لهب. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Just a bounce. Try the next one.
وامرأته حمالة الحطب
Nice. That one sounded great.
في جيدها حبل من مسد.
Nice. That B bounced and that D bounced. Yep. And we see right here with the colors, because this is a
Look,
Tajwid Quran, they're kind of
if you
telling you where are the bouncing letters. What's up? I couldn't hear you.
I was just saying, even though you can read Arabic, it still like messes with you because basically you're used to reciting at a certain pace, and you
Mm-hmm.
have to not necessarily change the pace, but yeah, in a way.
Alhamdulillah. That sounded good.
Yeah,
Let's go
you have.
to Surat al-Falaq. Check out the letter Qaf. Qaf is one of the letters.
قل قل هو قل أعوذ برب الفلق
Mm-hmm.
من
So for
شر
this one, for the Qaf, you can say it like you said it. It's not bad, but if you say birabbil falaq like that empty Qaf, you have to kind of make it bounce a bit. قل أعوذ برب الفلق. It almost sounds like a quick fatah. فلق.
فلق
Mm-hmm.
فلق
من شر ما خلق.
من شر ما خلق.
Nice, nice. Keep going.
ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب.
Nice.
ومن شر النفاثات في العقد.
Nice. Bro, you're a natural. Like, yeah, I'm not explaining much. ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
This is awesome, bro. This is a very good way to teach the
Alhamdulillah.
colors. I think it's really good model you have here, man.
Mm-hmm. For me, bro, when I read with my teacher, I take away the colors. I like, if there's like training wheels, I grab them and I chunk them out. And I'm like, I'm going no brakes, all on. I don't need any help.
Level 3. Oh, that's good, man.
Alhamdulillah. So I think we went over all the letters except Jim, and Jim is a little bit is harder to find, but Surah Ismuka, Surah Al-Tariq. Right here on Ayah 3.
Najm
But
and Najm.
before we get there, go ahead and start from the beginning because we have a qaf and we have a qaf.
والسماء والطارق.
والسماء sorry. والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق. The dal bounces and the qaf bounces.
والسماء والطارق وما أدراك ما الطارق النجم الثاقب.
Nice. That jim for me in my head is like a shotgun sound. Najmu,
Najm.
an-najmu.
I see what you mean. It's kind
Yeah,
of like a
like a
kind of
back
like
and forth. Because if you take it off, it'll create a space between the jim and the meme. An-naj, an-najmu, najmu. But you want to sound it like an-najmu, naj.
an-najmu.
Mm-hmm. So like
An-najm.
back
You
and
don't want
forth.
an-najmu. You don't want to say an-najmu. It might be incorrect at that point, right? So an-najmu, an-najmu, najmu, najmu. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
little bit tricky.
And well, yeah, there's the jim, there's the ba, and alhamdulillah, I think you got it right. Or do you need more examples?
No, I definitely got
Oh, we got
the
one more
compliment.
actually. For the letter ta, it's gonna be similar to the to the qaf. We kind of it's gonna sound like ta, like a short little ta, and we find this in Quraysh, right here. I don't know if you,
أطعمهم أطعمهم
yeah.
أطعمهم.
If you wouldn't pronounce it, it'll sound like this: at'amahum, at'amahum, because that ta makes like a heavy stop. But in order to fill in that gap, you're gonna say at'amahum,
Right,
at'amahum.
right.
الذي أطعمهم
Yeah.
من جوع وآمنهم من خوف. There's a bunch of rules at the end.
MashaAllah, bro, you've come a long way. Love to
Alhamdulillah.
see it.
So, do you need another example with the ta, or we're good?
So I'm gonna do it with and without. I'm gonna do it without first.
Okay.
Without, it would sound like أطعمهم. With, it would sound أطعمهم.
Nice.
أطعمهم. Okay.
It creates like a shirt ta. أطعمهم.
Okay.
Nice. Cool. So that's Qalqalah. You just have to memorize 5 letters that whenever you find a sukun with it, you're just going to make them bounce. It'll make the word sound more complete. Or if at the end of the ayah, it'll make it bounce really nice and clear.
Right.
Let's continue. What is nun sakin? Nun sakin means the letter nun has a sukun on it. So the sukun is the little symbol on top of the noon whenever it okay, let me backtrack. So the sukun is going to be this symbol right here, the little c backwards.
Okay.
And then sakin means the letter has sukun. That's what that means. Sakin is a letter that has sukun on it. So in
Okay.
these examples up here, the qaf is sakin, the ta is sakin, the ba is sakin, just means that the letter has sukun. So what we're trying to get to here is that whenever we find a noon that is sakin or a noon with a sukun on it, then we're gonna apply one of 4 rules. There's 4 rules to the noon sakin. And tanween, do you guys know what tanween is?
No.
Tanween is when we find the double fatha, double kasra, or double dhamma at the end of the word. All we're doing is we're putting a noon sakin at the end. So in the example right here, kitaban, we read it like the bottom one. Kitaban.
Kitaban. Okay,
This
hold on.
top one, kitabin.
Gotcha.
We read it like
Could
the
you go
bottom
back?
one. What's
So
up?
I want to take a quick screenshot of the last slideshow that you got, so I can take
Sure.
it like down in my brain. The
You want
noon
me?
second.
Right here?
Yeah. 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 Take a quick picture of that for us. All right, we can go back to what we were saying.
So whenever we find a double haraka, we're going to add a noon at the end. So in this case, kitabin is like how it's written down here. Kitabin. You just put a noon at the end.
Yeah.
And then right here we have kitabun.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kitabun.
These I'm pretty familiar with, but I think it's still good to go over them just so because Drew's right here next to me too.
And whenever you add an or ain at the end, it means you're making a double. So double fatha will be fathatain or fathatan. Double kasra will be kasratain or will be kasratan. And double dhamma will be dhammatain or will be dhammatan. Both are used to mean that there's two of those harakah. You guys are good with this?
Yeah, are they like either way it means the same thing, right, Raul? Like
Yeah,
when you say
you'll just hear both. Somebody might say fathatain, somebody may say fathatan.
different dialects.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
All
sense.
right, we're gonna go into the rules of noon right now. The first rule is called idhar. Idhar. And idhar is gonna be these 6 letters. So you just have to write them down. Hamza, ha, ain, ha, ghain, and kha.
That's a alif at first.
That's a hamza.
Hamza. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Hamza. Ha, ain, ha, rain, kha.
Mm-hmm. And if you happen to notice, these 6 letters are actually called huruf al-halaqiyya because they come from your throat. These are the 6 throat letters. So
Okay.
maybe you might not memorize these letters, but if you remember where these come from, the point of articulation, then these are the 6 throat letters.
What is haruf?
Haruf is gonna
What is that in English?
letters, throat letters.
That's what that translates to?
Naam, yes.
Okay.
So right here it says the word ithar from the dictionary means to explain something or make something clear. The throat letters or the huruf al-halaqiyya comes from nun sakin or tanween, and we're going to pronounce the nun clearly. So for your notes, I want you to write when you see these 6 letters, the nun is pronounced clearly. In short, that's the summary.
So if it's not these letters, then the noon is more silent, or what?
There's 3 other rules that we have to look for. Whenever you see a nun with sukun, you have to apply one of these 4 rules. When it comes to the throat letters, whenever we find the nun afterwards, we're going to pronounce the nun clearly. And right now we'll get to examples of the Quran. I just want to write down the rules first.
Okay.
Let me know when you're ready. I can move forward, or if you have any questions.
Yeah, we can move forward.
Cool. Second rule is called Idhgham. Idhgham is going to be 6 letters. The letter Ya, the letter Ra, the letter Mim, Lam, Waw, Nun. Whenever you're done writing them down, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, we got them down.
Cool. So Idhgham is called adding a letter to another letter. So we're going to combine letters. And out of these 6, 4 of them, what we're going to do is on the nun, mim, waw, and ya. So separate nun, mim, waw, and ya. Like put them in one side of number 2, if you're writing it like that. Nun, mim, waw, ya. We're going to turn the tanween or the nun sakin. We're going to combine it. And we're going to pronounce, or we're going to try to produce the gunna or the nasal sound. You guys know what gunna is?
No.
Okay. Well, right before I get to the gunna, put counting 2 or 2 counts. So we're going to hold this sound for 2 counts.
So write 2 counts next to the 4 letters I just wrote, or
Yes.
next to 100?
Yes. It's also going to include gunna, which I'm about to explain.
So I wrote down noon, mim, wow, yeah, and I wrote 2 sounds next to it.
Yeah. And now gunna, what is gunna? It's literally the sound that comes out of your nose, the nasal sound from the noon and the meme. Because when you say with M, like you're hungry and you're smelling something delicious, you can feel that vibration in the nose.
Oh, yeah.
And whenever you do noon, same thing. You feel that vibration on the nose. So check out this word. Inna. The whole top lip and the whole nose is vibrating. Inna.
Yeah.
And check out the mimma. Mimma. Same thing. Vibration on the nose, vibration on the top of the lip. That vibration is called ghunna.
You know what's interesting? The word aghani means songs or like music. Interesting, man. Yeah.
Very interesting. I thought you were going to say ghani, which stands for rich, I believe.
Oh, ghani is rich, yeah.
Okay. And also just a fun practice, if you were to close your nose, like if you smell something bad and you're closing your nose, you can't produce ghunna. Like you literally cut the sound. You can't do the N and you can't do the M.
Wow, that's very interesting.
So that vibration is part of when you say N and when you say M.
Okay.
So this will become more clear once we get to actually practice, but right now I just want you to write it down. For the second set of this rule is whenever you find the letter lam in the ra, you're not gonna do ghunna, because the L and the R doesn't really come from the nose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you guys good with these notes? We're gonna continue.
Yeah.
Cool. Rule number 3. Sorry, I can't hear you.
I'm taking pictures of them too.
Nice.
I'm
I can always send y'all this slide.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm taking some notes still, but we're also taking pictures just so that we can go back and like constantly remind ourselves of this stuff.
Inshallah khair. Honestly, bro, it took me 4 classes of going over this to understand it on my side. It took me 4 times of going over and over and over until I was like, oh, I get it. SubhanAllah.
Feel good, bro, especially for
All right. The third rule is called Iqlaab. And Iqlaab is whenever we find the letter ba. So it's only one letter, which is the letter ba. And whenever we find a noon Saakin or Tanween after the ba, we're going to turn the noon into a meme. So we're completely changing that letter into a meme.
Wow.
So no more noon turns into meme.
Okay, that's very interesting because okay, so
check out this example, T, since you can read.
Mim.
Exactly. You do it naturally because you kind of already innately know. But somebody who's learning to read will say min ba'di. But that noon, check out that ba afterwards, and they give you a little hint on top that it turns into a meme.
So that is a letter meme right there, okay?
Yeah.
And basically, what we're saying is that if you have certain letters that come before noon, or is it after the noon? Yeah. If certain letters come after the noon, then that noon is pronounced differently
Because of that symbol.
because of the symbol on top of it. And the symbol is like the letter M as in Mary. It's like the letter M as in Mary, so it's telling you instead of pronouncing this noon like N as in Nancy, you want to pronounce it M as in Mary. Yeah. I would say min ba'd instead of min. Because normally it's a noon, right? So this noon right here, the one at the bottom, is normally pronounced like N like Nancy. But the
Instead
letter
of M-I-N, it turns into M-I-M.
Oh, okay.
min ba'd. Yeah.
And to add a little bit more, T, you're actually going to hold to the meme 2 counts. And the example is that if you were to put a piece of paper in between your lips, you want to open your lips slightly. I'm talking about piece of paper slightly. So it's going to have ghunna. It's going to vibrate. So it's going to sound like this. Mim ba'adi. Mim ba'adi. You have to hold it 2 counts.
All right, that's going to be a little bit tougher for me. So you said try to open up my lips slightly as I'm saying it?
I'm talking about, imagine if you have a piece of paper in between your lips. So I'm talking about the slightest opening, like barely open. And then you're going to hold it 2 counts, and you're going to hear that ghunna sound. Mim. Mim.
Okay,
Mhm.
I got you.
Try the second one.
فأنبتنا.
فأنبتنا. I said it wrong. I said it like a ta. I'm sorry. فأنبتنا.
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 Wait, what about the ta?
بتنا.
أنبتنا. أنبتنا. فأنبتنا, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then right here, you just gotta hold on to the meme. فأنبتنا.
فأنبتنا.
Mm-hmm. You hold on to the meme slightly. Slightly open your lips.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. That's
It's all right. I think after hearing it, you'll be able to hear it and maybe try to imitate it when you hear good reciters. Because I'm not a good reciter by any means.
you're good, man. I get the concept. It's just putting it into practice is going to take a little bit of work. But
you know, remember all of these letters, you have to hold this to 2 counts. So they're going to be longer.
Right, it's like emphasizing on them, almost like the shadda, like the W symbol, almost something similar to that.
Mm-hmm. The shadda will be 2 counts. This also be 2 counts. That's correct.
Okay.
All the letters that we're going through, they're going to be held for 2 counts.
Except the first one. The first one is just 1 noon, and we'll get there right now when we get to the examples. It's just 1 count. But this one you hold 2, and this one you hold 2. You guys ready for the 4th rule? It's the last rule. Okay, the next one is called Ikhfaa. Ikhfaa. And Ikhfaa is 15 letters, but don't get scared of them because if you go through the alphabet, these 6 letters and these 6 letters and the ba, this is the rest of the alphabet. So you don't necessarily have to memorize these letters. As long as you memorize the other ones, then you're like, oh, these are the ones that are rest, basically. The rest of the letters are Ikhfaa. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So once you get the first 3 down by memory, you're just like, oh, the rest of the letters that are Ikhfaa. And what we're going to do with Ikhfaa is that after we find a noon or a tanween, then instead of putting the noon, like you're saying min, your tongue touches the top palate and you say it nice and clearly. Min. What you're going to do is barely pull your tongue back and you're going to produce gunna on it and you're going to hold it 2 counts. Min. Listen to the difference between min and min.
So min and min.
Nice.
Min.
Nice. Yes. The first one was clear. The second one, you can call it kind of muted.
See.
And if you want, you can write all these letters down or you can simply put the rest of the letters.
Okay. I went ahead and took a picture of this one. Go ahead and write it down on the slide.
Cool. And we can go look for some of these rules that are literally all over the Quran. So right here in Surah An-Nas, قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ النَّاسِ مَلِكِ النَّاسِ إِلَهِ النَّاسِ. What we're going to do right here, there's a noon with sukoon, and there's the letter sheen afterwards. What rules applied?
Here, let me look at the notes real quick. Sheen is going to be Ikhfaa.
Exactly. So with Ikhfaa, we're not going to say min 100%. We're going to pull our tongue back a bit. We're going to mute the sound, and we're going to hold it 2 counts. Min sharri. Instead of min sharri.
Instead of min sharri, you would say min sharri.
That sounded great, bro. Yeah. And again, whenever you guys hear the recitations, you'll really hear how they're applying the rules.
Right, exactly. Especially because you know what to look for.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of knowing. You get to like kind of harness the rule.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I used to always say min sharri ma, you know what I'm saying? And I would just keep going, you know what I'm saying? So now like min sharri.
Yeah, you're gonna mute the sound a bit, and you're actually prepping your mouth for the sheen. So from the min, you're getting ready to say sh sound, and you're gonna add that double counted gunna. Min sharrin.
I got you.
Nice. I think that's the only rule on Surat An-Nas. So let's go back to Falak. In Surat Al-Falaq, we have a bunch of mins, which is the same rule. So actually in a recitation, we have to hold on to them. قُلْ أَعُوذُ بِرَبِّ الْفَلَقِ مِنْ شَرِّ مَا خَلَقُ وَمِنْ شَرِّ غَاسِقٍ إِذَا وَقَبَ وَمِنْ شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ وَمِنْ شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ.
Nice.
Check out right here. Hasadin. Dal has a tanween. Hasadin. This in counts as a noon with sukun. What letter is afterwards?
It's Hamza.
Which rule is Hamza?
The one for Hamza is here.
Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1 second. I got that right here. It is
I'll give you a hint. It's a throat letter.
Yeah, it's the Idhgham, right?
Ithar. The first rule.
Okay. The Hamza. I'm tripping, bro. I don't know why I was looking at something else.
So when we find a throat letter or a hamza after a noon, in this case the tanween, we just pronounce it once, nice and clearly, and we keep going. وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدَ. So this is what most people do because they don't know the rules and they're applying a rule that sounds nice. You just do din and you keep going.
Yeah, I see. So sometimes people are just naturally reciting with certain rules correctly, certain rules.
So, like Andrew said earlier, not all of them you're gonna hold on to. You just say hasidin and you keep going. You're not gonna say hasidin. That's not a proper rule in this case.
Right, because there's no sheen after it.
Yeah, there's nothing indicating that you need to extend it. Right here, you're just gonna say hasidin ida and you keep going.
The rule, like extending it, would be dependent upon the letter before or after it.
Will be dependent on the one after it.
After it, mostly. Okay.
So right now we're looking, when we find a noon or a tanween, we're looking at the letter afterwards to see if we apply one of the 4 rules.
Right, I see what you mean.
So let's go
all of them are tied to. Is all this tied to like noon specifically? Like,
yeah, these are called the rules of noon.
Okay.
Check out right here. I heard you recite it, but now we actually get to pay attention why.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it was grayed out like that, because of a certain rule.
So we have a letter lam after the noon. Which rule does lam fall into?
Al-Idhgham.
Idgham.
Idhgham.
So idgham on the second set, it says that we're not going to pronounce gunna and we're just going to combine into the letter. So instead of saying walam yakun lahu, what do we say? Walam yakul lahu.
Yeah.
So the lam combines into the noon.
Okay. I got you.
So a lot of people who learn how to read, they go, man, I see that noon right there. What's up? Well, why aren't we saying the noon? It's because there's a lam and now we're applying idgham.
Nice, man.
Clear on this one?
Yes.
Nice. Let's go to, we're just working backwards. Let's see what Nasr has. Right here we have a bouncing sound. وَرَأَيْتَ النَّاسَ يَدْخُلُونَ bouncing. And I think that's it. There's no rule. So let's go to, let's see. No, Maun. Let's go to Maun. Maun's a good one. There's going to be a heavy gunna coming up right about here. So, do you know about the heavy letters, Tariq?
As-salamuAlaikum.
So the sod is a heavy letter. You don't say seen, you say sod. Sod is heavy. So
Okay.
what we're going to do here is, whenever we get to the noon, what rule do we apply? Because we have a noon with sukun right here.
I'm looking at it right now. It's al-Ikhfaa.
Al-Ikhfaa. So right here, you're really going to exaggerate the gunna sound because it's a heavy sod. It's going to sound like this. الذين هم عن صلاتهم. I ran out of breath. عن صلاتهم.
الذين هم عن صلاتهم.
So try not to pronounce the noon so clearly. That sounded more clear than what it should.
صلاتهم. عن
Remember,
صلاتهم.
remember the noon, we're going to pull back a little bit and we're going to mute it slightly. الذين هم عن. My tongue is barely touching my palate.
عن صلاتهم.
الذين هم عن instead of عن عن
صلاتهم.
pull your tongue more back.
عن صلاتهم.
Try this. Leave your tongue hanging. Don't touch the top of the palate.
صلاتهم. الذين هم عن صلاتهم.
Yeah, for this one it requires a little bit more effort, but we don't want to we don't want the an to sound clear. An.
Okay, so let me do it. I'm trying to pronounce it. الذين هم عن صلاتهم.
That was,
and then I'm gonna do it the other way. Now I'm gonna do it correctly. الذين هم عن صلاتهم.
it sounded similar.
Yeah,
let me try pronouncing it clearly. الذين هم عن صلاتهم. And let me try pulling back. الذين هم عن صلاتهم.
صلاتهم.
We're prepping our mouth for the sod, and we're not pronouncing that noon clearly because ikhfa, we have to kind of mute it.
I think I got it because this is the time I'm actually not touching the top of my mouth. صلاتهم.
Yeah, I can hear that it's muted more. You want kind of more of a muted sound.
Yeah. So that's better, right? That was better?
Yes, it was. We have a right here on the fourth ayah. So if you were to read this by itself, فَوَيْلٌ, فَوَيْلٌ, you'll just pronounce that noon clearly. Yeah. And they grade it out for you because we have a lam afterwards. Which rule is lam?
The one with lam. I'm sorry, I still have to refer to my notes because I'm not.
No. Yeah, that's what the notes are for.
Going to be Idhgham.
Idhgham. So instead of fawailun, instead of pronouncing that noon, we're going to go straight into the lam. Fawailulli. Fawailulil.
Yeah, fawailul lil-musallin. Fawailul musallin.
Fawailul lil-musallin.
Fawailul lil-musallin.
Yep. You pronounce that lam because the lam ate the noon. You're not pronouncing the noon anymore.
I got you.
Cool. Let's move forward. Let's find some more rules. Let's see what Al-Fil has. Right here we have a jim that bounces. A qalqalah jim.
Okay.
ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل يجعل You're not going to say yaj'al and break. You're going to fill in that break with that bouncing.
Right.
Right here. Try to recite from here.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me just make sure. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل.
Which rule is the hamza after tanween?
The one with the hamza is the Ithar.
Yep. So you pronounce it clearly. You do it once, like nothing. You don't have to think about it because it's just natural. وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيل. So you just say run and you keep going.
Okay,
Nice and clear.
Now, the Idhgham, I'm over here basically that refers to the hamza, right? The hamza.
Yeah. And the rule is you just pronounce the noon clearly. You do it like if you're reading a regular.
Okay,
Mhm.
I got you.
Next one. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل بحجارة. Why did I say tim instead of tin?
Because of the one rule.
There's a meme afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. So it turns it into a M as in Mary instead of an N as in Nancy, right?
Exactly. Idhgham, instead of saying bihijaratin, you turn it into a meme because the meme combines into it. So now you're going to hold on to it twice. Bihijaratin min. Why am I saying min instead of min?
Okay. Wait, so right there, I would say min sijil as in Nancy or min sijil as in Mary.
So the theme, you're saying double Mary. But there's a noon sakin right afterwards, so you have to apply another rule on this one.
Okay, and then that's for the scene. And min sijil.
It's not a throat letter. It's not a combining letter. And it's not a ba.
Okay.
So it is.
Ikhfaa, right?
Ikhfaa. So you're gonna mute it a bit and hold on to it 2 counts. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل. Instead of min sijil, min sijil.
Min sijil instead of min sijil.
Hold on to it twice and kind of mute the end, or don't commit 100% to touch the palate on your mouth.
Okay, min sijil instead of min sijil. Yeah.
Yeah, good. And then the last part, فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. فِيم مَأْكُولٍ.
It's almost like connecting the two.
Yeah, so which rule is the one that connects?
I forgot the name of it, but I figured out it was the one that connects.
Alhamdulillah, it's idgham.
It's Ram.
Yeah, instead of saying ka'asfin, instead of Nancy, ka'asfim, Mary, and you hold on to it to combine the next word. Ka'asfim ma'kul. Very nice. Bro, I can already hear your recitation is going to be awesome. When you hold on to what needs to be held on to.
I didn't realize how much I didn't know.
Alhamdulillah. That's why I stood behind you in prayer, and I was just kind of like that rule, like in my head was just kind of like that rule, that rule.
Look at that's good, man. That's a teaching mindset, bro. That's good. That's
Alhamdulillah.
catching the errors.
And let's see. Let's find an Iqlaab because we haven't gone over Iqlaab. We have one in not Shams, but Layl. We have it in Layl. We have it right. Let's try this one first. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. The noon was clear. Why was the noon clear right here? فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى.
Oh, because the one rule that wants you to pronounce the letter clearly,
Which
after
is the
noon.
letter? Which letter is here?
The one with the hamza.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Ithar.
Okay.
So we pronounce it clearly. And right after it, or right under it, وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. I extended the la too much. وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. What's going on here?
You transferred it into an M
Mm-hmm.
instead of an actual N. So it's the one that converts. Iqlaab, right?
Iqlaab. Yeah.
You know, I only knew that because I spoke Arabic. Iqlaab means to like flip something over.
That's
like
so cool.
You know, it's almost like it kind of reminding you that I need to change something or flip it, or you know what I mean?
Very nice. And then yeah, so right here the noon turns into a meme. They give you a hint. They put a little meme on top. It's followed by a ba.
Okay. As long as it's followed by a ba, it will. Yeah, and it's literally only the ba for that one, so it's a little bit easier to remember, I guess.
Yep. And check out, I'm holding onto it twice, and I'm technically leaving my lips a little bit open. Let me see if you can hear it. وَأَمَّا مَمْ. Instead of mem, it's a little bit open.
It's almost like you're getting ready for the B.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what you're doing. You're prepping your mouth for the B. That's great.
Like it's like almost like a vibration starts to happen that's gonna get the B out. Basically, it's like that.
100%. 100%. And that's why the rules are here as well, to facilitate the fluidity or the eloquency of the recitation.
Qalqalah, the bouncing is where that comes in. The bouncing, the vibrating, transitioning into another pronunciation of the next, the other word or whatever. I get what you're saying.
You try this one, T?
Okay. وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى.
Alhamdulillah. Sounded good. Right here we have a Ikhfaa.
Okay.
The noon is followed by a dhal. So we're not going to say فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ. Fa'an is too clear. We have to hold it twice and mute it. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ.
Okay, so instead of فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ, I would say فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ.
Great. Sounded nice.
Clap, let's go, boys.
There's the same thing. Another ikhfa right afterwards.
No.
Nah.
No, that's okay.
Instead of saying naran, you're gonna say naran taladda.
Naran taladda. Instead of taladda. Sorry, I don't know why I said taladda.
It's hard. But instead of saying naran clearly, we're gonna hold on to it twice and mute it. Naran taladda.
Naran taladda.
فأنذرتكم نارا تلظى.
فأنذرتكم نارا تلظى.
Right here, in this ayah, min combines into the noon right here. So we're gonna hold the noon twice. Which rule combines?
Oh yeah, the double noon. Let me see.
So you're just doing double noon. That's all you're doing.
Okay, got you. And the min. من نعمة is it heavier like من نعمة or من
You just
نعمة?
you just hold on to it.
I'm
Only
not
the
sure.
heavy letters get it exaggerated غنة.
Okay, I got you. And there's not really a way to mute it because they're both the same letter. Noon followed
Yeah.
by a noon.
So you're literally just holding on to two noons.
Yeah. من نعمة من نعمة. Okay, I got you.
What's the rule that follows ni'matin if you have a ta afterwards?
It is gonna be. It is gonna be.
It's
Ikhfaa.
an ikhfa. So now, after pronouncing the noon clearly, you're actually going to mute at the end of this word to get ready for the ta.
نعمة تجزى نعمة
Tujiza,
تجزى
yep,
تجزى.
and it bounces a bit.
نعم من نعمة تجزى. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to cancel it a little too much. من نعمة تجزى
Tujiza, tuji.
تجزى. I don't know why I'm saying that. تجزى تجزى.
Nice. And let's take it back a bit. Li'ahadin. Why am I pronouncing din clearly? Li'ahadin.
Because there's no noon.
No, there is a noon. It's a tanween. Ahadin.
Oh, okay. Because of the two under it, you know.
Yeah, no, but what letter comes afterwards that makes me
Oh,
pronounce this clearly?
Ain. Okay, the ain. And that rule is called. Hold on, don't tell me it is. Isn't it? Ithar.
Idhgham. So this one, clear. You don't have to think about too much. You just say li ahadin, and then you prep yourself for the ain. It's easy.
Okay,
And then we have one more noon, which is ikhfa, because the dal is ikhfa.
okay, and so you want to just mute the noon a little bit, right? Just try to mute it a little bit.
And you hold on to it 2 counts. Indahu.
عنده. Okay, I got you.
So if you become a geek, which I like to call myself a geek when it comes to these things, we have idhar, ikhfa, idgham, ikhfa, qalqalah.
Nice. I gotta work on that for sure, bro.
وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى. And just hit it one by one.
وما لأحد عنده من نعمة تجزى.
Nice. Everything is more intentional now.
Yeah. No, I might be struggling a little bit, but it's because I'm trying to apply what I learned, you know?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, man. I'm gonna ask you, me and Drew were going to get some food soon, inshallah. Do you know how much longer we might have?
Let's just do two more examples. So right here in Surat Al-Alaq, we have right here.
Okay. الرآه استغنى.
How come we're not saying an ra'ahu istaghna?
We are canceling out the sukun, or it's the is it the idgham?
It's idgham, yeah. So we're not pronouncing the noon. It's double R.
Adding one letter to another one, so the noon is canceling out and joining the R. So it's الرآه الرآه.
Yep. Allama in. Oh, I said it wrong. I can't start from the middle. Alladhi alama bil. Oh, I can't, bro. I'm sorry. Let me start from the beginning. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق إخفاء اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أَرْرَآهُ اسْتَغْنَى.
It's because of the scene after the noon, we don't pronounce the noon.
Exactly. Insan, you're always going to hold on to it that way because of the scene, like you said.
Okay.
And to finish off, let's just see balad.
Okay.
لا أقو bounce. لا أقسم بهذا البلد وأنت. Sorry?
Oh, I was just repeating after you.
Okay. So qaf bounces, dal bounces. This noon, ikhfa. وأنت حيل ميم Iqlaab. وأنت.
That's ikhfa right there because it's a ta.
نعم.
Oh, I thought you said ikhfa. My bad. It would be what's it called?
Ikhfa. It's ikhfa.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay.
So you hold on to it twice, mute it. Right here, Iqlaab. حيل بهذا البلد. Turn into a meme, hold on to it twice. Try this one, T.
ووالد وما ولد.
How come we didn't say ووالد?
Because the right after is the wow, because of the wow right there, right?
Wow, the wow combines.
Wow combines the noon, so it changes. Okay.
ووالد
ولد. Yeah.
So right here, Idhgham, the wow combines. لقد, dal bounces. Instead of لقد, make it bounce.
خلقنا.
That was a very nice bounce. خلقنا الإنسان في كبد.
Cancels out the noon right there, and then another Qalqalah at the end. Kabadin.
And this is where I wanted to get to. There's two noons back to back, so I wanted to see if you can help this out. Nice. This first noon, Idhgham, the lamb eats the noon. أيحسب Don't say the noon at all. The lamb is just taken over.
Okay, so أيحسب
Nice. And now it's lay because the ya eats the noon. This is Idhgham. Lay.
يقدر عليه أحد.
أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد.
أيحسب أن لن يقدر عليه أحد.
And I think that's it, guys. I think we covered the rules, gave different examples, and I know you guys are hungry.
Man, this is really good stuff, bro. May Allah reward you. Jazakallah khairan, man.